Greetings, travelers.
What was that?
Hark. That was a good one. That was good. Hark. Who goeth there?
What was that?
That was good. That was really good. Happy Thursday.
Welcome back, travelers.
Yeah, the wind looks so majestic in your hair. It looks so great. You look like the lady of the lake.
I
Yeah.
am great.
It's so good. All right. Well,
So,
this Thursday, we're making another side quest for you.
I hope
Yeah.
your main quest is going well, doing some deep diving and inner self exploration.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of smart goals are coming to my mind. A lot of time restrictions that I'm like, do I need more time to do this? Do I need less time? Am I
But
cutting myself like a little too much slack? Can I do more than what I want to make my goals in? Just a lot of things to think about.
yeah, I think the hardest part when I'm thinking of my goals, like for example, when I'm streaming and I'm
Hmm.
thinking of stream goals that I want to achieve, I'm like, this seems reasonable to me, but like, is it doable? Like, what do I have to do to would that be too much for me? Would that
Yeah.
be too much for other people, especially when it comes to things like followers or certain numbers, whatever your goals are?
Hmm.
It's hard to like quantify like a timetable or like something you can
Yeah.
do because it counts on other people, doing the
Yeah.
action like
Hmm.
the thing in order for me to get my goal. So like it's kind of hard sometimes to like quantify how reasonable a goal is. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to get 1,000 followers on Twitch. Like, how do I do that if it
Yeah.
requires people doing it?
Right.
But
Mhm.
it's doable. It's doable.
Yeah, yeah. And it's all like, you can loosen the time frame a little bit. And then, like these smart goals aren't set in stone. We're not writing them on like a tablet or anything. Like,
Commandments, guys. Okay.
yeah, yeah. You can always like tweak them as time goes along and you're like, oh, I kind of see that a little bit differently now. I kind of want to go about it this way. Like there's always room to change and grow. Yeah,
So like
exactly. Life happens.
for the way that life rolls or society hits you.
Hmm.
So it is okay if you have to adjust or change your goals,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
in any way you need to, or
Hmm.
even if you've fallen out of love, whatever your main quest is, and you need to start over at square one at any point. That
Yeah.
is also
Find a new quest. Yeah. And we'll be
there's
here to help you find it. Hmm.
basically
Hmm.
when one door closes, another door opens.
Yeah. That was the door opening.
Yeah, for those listening in, that was the door being opened for you.
Yeah.
It was like, what are you guys doing?
That was the door.
Today we are going to give you guys a rundown since this is a medieval questing hour podcast.
Yes.
We're going to dive into the Knights Code of Chivalry.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure we've all heard of chivalry when somebody like holds the door open for you or something. But the
Don't
medieval
change
knights. Yeah, right.
survival.
The medieval knights, they had all these rules that they lived by as much as they could. And they just had like, these are the things that make me a knight. And this is what makes me who I am.
Yeah,
So, we're gonna
essentially
learn
it's
about
like
them.
kind of like a list of morals and ethics
Yeah.
that you don't have to follow the Knights Code of Chivalry. I mean, some of them are not bad actually. Like they're actually reasonable
Like, okay, that
morals
makes
and
sense. Yeah.
ethics. You follow,
Hmm.
but this is to also help you get going further on your figuring out your main quest by thinking about your own morals and ethics.
Yeah.
What are gray areas for you? What are things that are important things for you?
Hmm.
What are non-negotiables for your path in life and vice versa and whatever.
Yeah.
So there are 17. There's a lot. So I'm just going to read them all outright and
Hmm.
then you can talk about whatever ones you stand
Yeah,
up
we
to
can
you
break
and
them down. Hmm.
we'll go through it. Okay. The Knights Code of Chivalry. Number 1, to fear God and maintain his church. Number 2, to serve the liege lord in valor and faith. Number 3, to protect the weak and defenseless. 4, to give, what is that?
Secure?
What is that?
I
To
think
widows and orphans.
money.
Let's Google define it for me. Google, please look up Sakul. And support in hardship and distress. Okay. Number 4. To give assistance and support to widows and orphans.
Nice.
5. To refrain from the wanton giving of offense. 6. To live by honor and for glory.
Glory.
7. To despise pecuniary,
Okay, here we go.
Mary,
Pecuniary
Mary.
definition. Relating to or consisting of money. So they just
Okay.
don't take monetary rewards.
Despise money rewards.
Yeah.
No monetary value at a night on. To fight for the welfare of all. 9. To obey those placed in authority. 10. To guard the honor of fellow knights. 11. To eschew unfairness, meanness, and deceit. 12. To keep faith. 13. At all times speak the truth. 14. To persevere to the end in any enterprise begun. 15. To respect the honor of women.
Slay.
16. Never to refuse a challenge from an equal. 17. Never turn your back upon a foe.
Wow.
And that is the Knights Code of Chivalry.
Yay!
Were there
Yeah.
any that out to you that you hate? Or give me one you hate if you hate one, and give me one you love. I think I
I
already know what.
which one I hate? I think I don't love despise monetary reward
Okay.
because I mean I'm poor. But if I do something good for someone, like I'm not gonna be like, give me money in return. Like it's not one that I hate. It's just like I feel like it's kind of dated, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Also obeying those placed in authority.
Around
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
obeying the place of authority,
Hmm.
that was also a bit outdated, but I can understand why a knight would, because he's
Right.
loyal to his. It's all about the loyalty.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
If there's two lords and the knight is sworn to one, he's not going to listen to the other lord. He's going to
Yeah,
listen to his
that's
lord.
true. Hmm.
Like, I can understand that.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
think that more so in a modern day scenario would be like, you know, not obey those in a place of an authority, but be with those who, you know, would be like your loyalty.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
like don't do things for people who are not like, knights get something out of swearing to their lord.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, getting something from other people. Like, don't give all of yourself to somebody with
Hmm.
nothing in return.
Yeah. I love that.
Um, let's see. I have to like look through the list to refresh because there's
Right.
17 of them. I think those two are definitely one that I would say that are a bit outdated. I also don't like the idea of number one. To fear God, not the maintaining his church part.
Yeah.
I just think that if there is something, if you are to maintain a church, for those of you who go to church, or maintain a faith,
Hmm.
I don't think you should fear the entity you are to keep the faith in.
Yeah.
The idea of fearing that is crazy to me, but maybe
Hmm.
that was the time, like, to be scared of, the power of
Yeah. Hmm.
God.
Yeah. It's
And
definitely
I
kind
can,
of a dated phrase that people say, like,
yeah,
fear your God. So I think,
yeah,
yeah, if we were to kind of revise this for our own personal thing, it'd be like, stay committed to your values and what you believe in.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hmm.
Whether that's God or any other belief
Yeah.
system.
Hmm.
I like that. I think my favorite one,
Hmm.
oh, there's a few. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
Um, I think 10, to guard the honor of fellow knights,
I was gonna say that one. Yeah.
so important.
Hmm.
And then also 12 and 13, to keep the faith and at all times speak the truth.
Yeah.
because I think people, especially when it comes to honesty, a lot of people, like especially that I've learned recently, is that like some people think that they're lying for the better,
Yeah.
or they're being um like lying by omission,
Hmm.
because in their heart they're like, oh, like maybe this will hurt them, or I don't know how to tell them, or
Right.
something like that. And
Yeah.
things like that, despite you thinking it's for the better, like really just shows that you're not an honest person, and
Hmm.
sometimes it makes things worse.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I think being honest is so important, especially when nowadays communication between people and groups of people is so complicated, and
Hmm.
I feel like a lot of people don't know how to communicate or have a hard time communicating,
Yeah.
and lying just makes things worse.
Yeah.
So I
True.
think that
Very
one is
true.
so important
Hmm.
and very much applies to today.
Yeah, for sure.
um yeah, and that's my what's
Going
your
back to
favorite?
number 10 is definitely my favorite, and I think it applies a lot to this podcast to guard the honor of fellow knights. In my head, all of us going on these quests together, we're all knights. And by listening to this podcast and me and Ari talking to you guys and talking to each other and staying in community with our hashtag my questing hour and following us along on social media and being able to
Yeah.
lift each other up and encourage each other on our quests is kind of honoring our fellow knights in that way and kind of just building a community of all of us who share this want to get better and go on these quests and just lift each other up until the finish line. I think that's super cool that we can apply that today.
For sure.
Yeah.
Especially in a world of technology and so much going on
Hmm.
in the real world, that like it's so easy to feel alone and separate.
Yeah.
And we are able to come together in this moment, do these quests together,
Yeah.
talk together, listen together, connect
Hmm.
with each other. And that is so, so important. Loneliness is a killer, man.
Oh my gosh.
And
Absolutely.
we are slaying it every day.
We're slaying those dragons together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going off of that,
Hmm.
the Knight's Code of Chivalry is really the vision of what an ideal knight is supposed to be.
Yeah.
So, going off of vision, Maggie.
Our Thursday side quest for you is to make a vision board. It's kind of going to be a mood board, or it could be your own set of 17 codes. Just something that
Mhm.
you can look at, and it's a visual reminder of how you want to live your life. Just like the knights had the chivalry code with specific things that they could look at and say, I want to do this. I want to be honest. I want to be faithful. I want to not take monetary rewards. You can,
Yeah.
put pictures on there or little quotes on there that say, I want to live my life by these specific things. And we thought it would
Hmm.
be really cool to just hang that up on your bathroom mirror, put it in a cute picture frame beside your bed or your door, and just something that you can look at and be like, that's who I want to be. And just kind of, like we said last episode, just manifesting those things and becoming that.
Yeah, this is taking the almost physical initiative to
Hmm.
visualize and picture those goals, literally
Yeah.
picture them.
Hmm.
So like put anything that like motivates you, or things that you want to follow, or whatever you need to do to get the gears moving in your head, put that on a picture. I mean,
Yeah.
I do it all the time with my computer wallpapers.
Hmm.
I use Canva a lot, and
Yeah.
I do like vision boards and mood boards for my wallpaper, because I use my computer so often. I'll see it all the time,
Yeah.
and it's so motivating. It gets me, in the go mode
Hmm.
to do what I need to do.
Yeah, I love that. I'm like a hands-on paper and glue stick kind of person. So I go down to the bookstore and they have like a free little section where you can just get a bunch of random books. And I get all the kids' books and all the art books and I'm cutting them out and I'm pasting them together. So I might do something like that. Yeah.
I mean, you just picture of
I'll show you
a
guys.
group presented as little animals, and
Yeah.
oh my god, it is the cutest thing. It is now you're so creative, guys.
Thank you. But yeah, hopefully through this you can get kind of your creative juices flowing. And I'm hoping it will help with your main quest and your SMART goals as well, because you can kind of get a visual idea of this is what I want it to look like. Now, how can I get
Mm,
there?
yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all have your main quest for this
Hmm.
week, and now you have your mini quest to help along with your main quest,
Yeah,
and
super
it's
excited to
all
see how things go. Yeah.
I'm
Uh,
excited.
yeah,
Please, if you make a vision board, if you have any notes or anything that you guys do for this week's quest, share it with us. We would love to see them.
absolutely. Yeah, DM it to us on Instagram or TikTok. Send it to us. We can share it if you wish. We can put it on our Instagram, be like, this is what one of our knights made this week. Yeah, that'd be so fun. So yeah, definitely follow us at Questing Our Pod, HR, on Instagram and TikTok. And then keep watching here. Yeah. Keep watching here on Spotify and YouTube, and we'll see you Monday for your next main quest.
Farewell, travelers.
Hark!
Who goes there?
Oh, who goes there?
My favorite Monty Python and the Knights are like, is he coming towards us or is he running?
Yes, it goes. So they're running away. Oh my
I
gosh.
got you. I'm outside. I'll do it.
Yeah. And this will be the end of the podcast. Is she running towards us or running away?